In this video, I'll be introducing you to a powerful tool known as Google Colaboratory. So what is Google Colab? Google Colab is a free cloud-based platform that allows you to write and execute Python code in a web-based interactive environment. It is built upon the Jupyter Notebook environment. So this is going to provide us with an interface that is familiar to developers and data scientists around the world. Further, the environment is enhanced with Google's collaborative and cloud-based features. Next, if you have any idea what GPU and TPU accelerations are, you know how powerful these can be as your programs become more sophisticated and you begin to analyze larger data sets. Google Colab offers free GPU and TPU support, supercharging your computations, which is especially handy for data science and machine learning tasks. Further, just like Jupyter Notebook, Colab integrates code cells where your program runs, as well as markdown cells, which are special cells that allow for you to editorialize and personalize your program as you see fit. Markdown is a lightweight markup language that allows you to format text using simple, readable syntax. Think of it as a way to add styling such as headings, bold text, italics, lists, links, pictures, and videos without the complexity of a full-blown HTML. Finally, for my visual learners, your output and visualizations are embedded directly into your program, allowing you to tell a full visual story in a single file. Let's get started with Google Colab. From your browser, navigate to the Google Colab website. To begin, simply click on New Notebook, and just like that, you've opened up a canvas for coding. Now, it's important to note your program will be saved to your Google Drive. So if you manage your drive anything like I have over the years, it's an absolute mess. I strongly recommend that you either clean this up or create a separate folder specifically for your data science projects. In fact, I suggest creating a subfolder for each particular project so you can isolate its Python environment and organize its programs, reference files, and data sets all in one place. Okay, so now I'm going to encourage you to start your own notebook from scratch. From the Google Colab homepage, we'll click on New Notebook. We now have a new workspace that's ready for development. Let's give it a name and save it to an appropriate folder in our Google Drive. I'm going to name my program Hello. Okay, so do you see this empty cell? Let's start by typing a basic Python command. Saying hello is the classic way to be introduced to the world of programming. To execute this cell, simply click the play button, or you could use the drop-down menu, or you could use the shortcut Shift-Enter. Our output will be displayed directly below our code cell. Now we can add context to our program by giving it a heading. We're going to create a text cell, adjust its position so that it comes before our program, and use it to describe the program that follows. Here, I'll use a simple markdown symbol to convert my text to the heading font. Okay, now let's test out something slightly more sophisticated and visual. I'm going to import a library known as matplotlib, which is going to give us access to many of the data visualization tools that are common in the data sciences. I'll first write my import statement and give matplotlib its typical alias. If you don't understand what I'm doing, do not stress. We have plenty of time to cover these concepts. Next, I'll create a plot and feed it two arbitrary lists of data. Finally, I'll instruct Python to show me the plot that I made. Let's run this cell and see what we have. And just like that, we've imported an entire library of functions, created data, and plotted this data in 3 simple lines of syntax. And all of this required 0 installations. Now that we have our program, let's talk about saving it. As previously mentioned, we'll be leveraging Google Drive for the purposes of storing and organizing our notebooks. Google Colab pretty seamlessly integrates with Google Drive, allowing you to save your work directly to the cloud. Simply navigate to File and select Save a Copy in Drive. Create a root folder for your data science work and create a subfolder for your particular project. In addition to working in the clouds, there may be times when you'd prefer to develop your notebooks locally on your own machine. Google Colab is essentially a cloud-based version of Jupyter Notebooks. Simply export your Colab notebook as a Jupyter program with the IPYNB extension. Assuming you have Jupyter Notebooks installed on your computer, you can now access it through Jupyter's interface. Once you open your notebook, you'll see all of the features and stylings remain preserved. This way, you can pretty smoothly transition between the cloud and local environments, taking advantage of the flexibility of both platforms. Finally, nobody wants to code alone. Let's discuss sharing your work and collaborating with your team. Your work can be shared simply by clicking the share icon and adding collaborators to your project. Further, a vast community of data scientists and enthusiasts share pre-made notebooks to the world, offering tutorials, experiments, and even some pretty cutting-edge research. To sum it up, Google Colab simplifies the process of coding and gets you using Python quickly. It offers immediate access and execution, integrated cloud storage, GPU support, a familiar and rich interface, collaboration tools, and a supportive community. This means that there really isn't that much for us to do on our end other than get to work. I hope this video was helpful. I'll see you in the next one.